Hello, welcome to the Computer Literacy Center's online instructional video about formatting worksheets in Microsoft Excel. Learning effective formatting techniques is essential for transforming raw data into worksheets that are visually appealing, professional, and easy to understand. My name is Mari Nichols, and I will guide you through this tutorial. In this video, you will transform raw and cluttered data into a clear, professional worksheet by applying consistent, data-appropriate styling and structural formatting. If you would like to follow along with the tutorial, click on the Formatting a Worksheet Start File link in the module. This opens a Google Sheets file of the start file. Since we're working in Excel, in this tutorial, select File, hover over Download, and select Microsoft Excel. This saves the start file to your computer. To open it, click on the New Download Available button to the right of the address bar of your browser and click on the document to open it. Once it's open, select Enable Editing to get started. This worksheet contains a sample budget, but currently the data is unorganized and difficult to navigate. To fix this, you will use Excel's formatting tools to transform this raw data into organized information that looks nice. First, merge the title row to center the text. Select cells A1 through N1 and click on the Merge and Center button in the alignment group. This combines the selected cells into one large cell and centers the text in the cell. Next, the columns are not uniform in width. In Excel, if a cell is too narrow to display a numerical value, the text often turns into hashes. To prevent this and ensure a clean look, select cells A2 through N2 and open the Format menu in the Cells group. A drop-down menu appears with options to adjust cell size and visibility, as well as options to protect the sheet. Select Column Width and type 12 in the window that appears. Click OK to save the changes and to exit the window. The data now has consistent spacing throughout the worksheet. Now that the layout is set, you will use colors to categorize the information. Begin with coloring the Income section green to highlight the money coming in. To do this, select cells A4 through M5 and click on the Fill Color drop-down arrow in the font group. This opens a drop-down menu with the color options, and select a shade of green you like. Use the same steps to color the Expenses section, cells A9 through M14, a shade of orange to represent money leaving. Click to the side of the data to deselect it. To make coloring even more efficient, you can use the Control key to select non-adjacent cells for the short/extra section. Click inside a cell with a positive number, then hold down the Control key while you click on the rest of the positive numbers and color them a light green using the same steps as before. Then use the same method to select the negative numbers and color them a light orange. The simple color coding makes the data much easier to read and visualize. To give the worksheet more definition, you will apply borders. Click the drop-down arrow next to the Borders button in the font group and select Draw Border Grid. The cursor changes to a pencil with a grid next to it. Click and drag over the entire range of data to create both the outer borders and the grid lines. If you mess up at any time with the borders, click the Undo button in the top bar of the window above the Home tab. Alternatively, you can also use the Erase Border option in the drop-down menu, which allows you to click on individual lines you wish to remove. Once you are finished, press the Escape key on your keyboard to return to the normal cursor. Excel offers pre-formatted cell styles that can save you a significant amount of time. Instead of individually changing the font, borders, and color of cells, you can apply a style that contains all those formats. Start by selecting cell A1. Click on the drop-down arrow on the Cell Styles menu in the Styles group. You can hover your cursor over the different styles and get a preview of what the style will look like. Select the Heading 1 option. Right-click on the style and select Modify. A style window pops up with a bunch of different checkboxes you can toggle on and off. Under the Style Name box where it says Heading 1 is a Format button. Click on this button and the Format Cells window pops up, which has many tabs with tools you can use to modify the cell style. Click on the Border tab to adjust the border color and style. In the Line section of the window, change the color to black and select the double underline style. In the Border section in this window, there is a sample cell box that says Text in the center. This is where you can apply borders to the cell by clicking inside the text box or using the border icons outside of the box. Click on the bottom border to apply the style and color you selected. Then select OK on both pop-up windows to save the changes and to exit the windows. Now, you're ready to add another heading style to the worksheet. Select the cells A3, A8, and A17 using the Control shortcut. In the drop-down of options for styles, select Heading 2. Using the same steps from before, open the Format Cells window. Click on the Border tab, change the line style to a thin, single line, color it black, and click on the bottom border below the text in the Borders section of the window to apply the changes. Click OK on the windows to save the changes. Now, select the month cells B2 through M2 and apply the Check Cell option and open the Format window again. Click on the Font tab and change the font color to black. Then, click on the Fill tab and change the color to a light gray. Select OK on both windows once again. Now, you're ready to add the final pre-formatted style to the worksheet. Use the Control shortcut to select the Year section and the Total sections of the budget. Open the Styles menu and select the Total style. Open the Format Cells window. Click on the Border tab. Change the border color to black. Select the double line style and apply it to the bottom border of the cell. Now, select the single line style and apply it to the rest of the outside borders of the cell in the display box. Lastly, click OK to save the changes and exit the windows. Applying specific number formats is a very important step in formatting, especially for accounting purposes. To apply currency symbols to the budget, select the numerical data and click on the Accounting Number Format button in the Number group. Then click to the side of the data to deselect it. The currency style could be used as well, but the accounting style often looks more professional. This format aligns your symbols and decimals and uses parentheses for negative numbers, giving your budget a more organized professional appearance. To change the look of your entire workbook instantly, you can use the Themes feature. Open the Page Layout tab and click the Themes drop-down menu in the Themes group. This opens a drop-down menu of all of Excel's preset themes. Select the option Circuit. If you don't like this theme, feel free to reopen the menu and select a different theme that fits your personal preference, or keep your custom format. You have now successfully transformed a raw data sheet into a professional, organized, and visually appealing budget worksheet. In this video, you transformed raw and unorganized data into a professional worksheet with consistent, data-appropriate styles and structural formatting. For more information about Microsoft Excel and other computer literacy topics, visit our website at weaver.edu/clc.